Looks like we've got our matchup here. He needs the names.
All right, so I have Corey Miller. He will be the one towards the wall.
Towards the wall, so that's on the right.
Yep, player 2. Remember to put the headset on and then talk so everybody else can hear me.
Oh, Kingsley.
And Kingsley, you're going to want Kingsley Rajan.
Yes. Kingsley is on Tron. He's a longtime Tron and Affinity player. He likes colorless cards and colorless lands that tap for colorless things. And our backup match from Corey Miller is on humans. 5-color humans, not 3, not 2, not 1, but 5-color humans.
You can just say humans.
The humans matchup here for Tron can be very, very favorable.
Tron.
Tron.
Yep, just like the movie.
Yes.
And the record, Corey is up a game, which that can be a little bit of a rough road for humans, honestly.
It got better with the London Mulligan, surprisingly. One of the weird high theory changes with the London Mulligan was that proportional to the ease with which Tron can put together Tron, its 3 signature lands of Urza's Tower, Urza's Mine, and Urza's Power Plant in order to turn 3 lands into 7 and cast some powerful single planeswalker. Humans specifically is a really disruptive, aggressive deck, and their ability to mulligan into meaningfully interactive and disruptive cards was grossly improved by the London Mulligan.
Absolutely.
Is it 1-0 right now?
It is 1-0, yes. Corey is up a game.
Sets prior to this.
Oh. No, I don't know what.
Oh, they're both 3-0 records.
They're both 3-0
They're both
records?
3-0s. I confirmed with that before we came in. And then other thing in this match, I know Corey had finished Mulligan right before we found them. So he did have a 6-card hand in this game.
It's like Kingsley's put together his 3 lands.
He has put together 1 + 1 + 1 = 7.
That's right. Magic memes are deep. Now, Kingsley's list, main deck, and I'm not sure where we're at for sideboarding. I know that...
We are in game 2, so there will be some sideboard action going on.
Okay. Kingsley's playing the full 4 Karn Liberated, 4 Karn the Great Creator, and he's going to run out the Great Creator here, ostensibly in an effort to reach into his sideboard, and then play, of course, the Walking Ballista from his sideboard. So he's reached out. Now, sideboarding for Tron has changed a lot since the printing of Karn the Great Creator, because they don't necessarily have to change a lot of the hard points in their starting main deck.
Right.
Because Karn allows them a lot more flexibility.
Turns out when you have a 75-card main deck effectively, but you can't draw 15 of them until you exactly want to, it's a huge improvement.
Or 15 additional cards in your starting hand?
Yeah, 15 additional cards in your starting hand. It's really strong. Yeah, Karn the Great Creator definitely changed Tron for the better. Even in Hogak Summer, Tron still fought, and Tron was still one of the best decks.
Wow, we are on 3 unclaimed territory. That is pretty good start for Corey Miller.
Yeah, depending on what he brought in, like if he's still mostly humans in the main, you're just naming humans and just going to town here.
Kingsley lets that resolve. He lets both the Thalia's Lieutenant and the Champion of the Parish Triggers resolve. He's crashing in for a total of 5-7, and then that's going to be 11 damage.
I think he's actually killing Karn here.
Well, he's only going to point... Is he going to point all of it at Karn?
It looks like he's pointing enough at Karn. He's probably blocking the damage to his own face. Oh, he sent a Karn in the air. Karn was on 3, and it was the Mantis Rider.
Sure.
So that was a predetermined thing. So Kingsley just kind of in damage control mode right now. Trying to look for probably his Ugin, depending on what's in his hand.
Ugin, all is dust. Something gets him out of this. There's the Ugin.
Yep. Easy -3, wipe the board.
And I'm looking at our friend Corey's hand. I'm curious what he has to follow this up with. This is the part where Tron has historically had a favorable but not unwinnable matchup against humans. Any given human can pressure Tron's life total pretty hard.
True.
But from here, and he took 2 off of that Thalia's Lieutenant too.
Yes.
From here, it looks like the rebuild is going to be very challenging under the Ugin. That can be a really oppressive card.
Yeah, because realistically, you don't I play humans in Modern, and he's already going to scoop it up. Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
You don't have any permanents that cost more than 3, so that Ugin literally just gets to sit there and blank your next group of guys.
Not just the
for
single card.
Not just the single card. It groups your next group of guys for free. And if you try and get around it by playing one at a time, he just bolts it.
Yeah.
Because plus to bolt. So like I agree with the scoop phase there. That was the correct play. Give yourself 23 minutes to win game 3.
Okay. So while they're shuffling up, we'll just the question I want to ask you, because you play a lot of humans.
I do.
And you've played enough humans against the Tron matchup. What is that hand that you're looking for if you're mulliganing very, very well and very intentionally? What is the kind of start that you want for humans to win this Tron matchup?
I want to have them virtually dead by the time they get to 7 mana. So being on the play, I want something fast. I want something that is extremely fast. So in this situation, I typically will board out my Aether Vials, which seems strange to say because you count them as mana sources, but I don't want to play a turn 1 do nothing. Like I want to see either my Noble Hierarch, because Exalted is a relevant line of text, or my Champion of the Parish. And if my turn 1 is Noble Hierarch, then I want to follow with the Mantis Rider, get in for 4.
Okay.
Because you just want to jam that damage as fast as possible. You're not really, because of your limitations on your mana base, you don't have a lot of the typical good white sideboard cards, or typically any good colored sideboard cards that you want in this match. And that was an easy mulligan from humans. He had 0 lands. He had an Aether Vial and 0 lands.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Even on a single land, even in this matchup, you could have kept it. But again, so that play sequences me personally. I just want something fast. I want to put them to like below 5 health by the time they get to turn 3.
Cards like Meddling Mage, you think help the matchup at least buy you time?
Yes. That's probably what I want on turn 3. If I have like 3 or 4 mana, I want like Meddling Mage, naming. It kind of depends on what I think they're on in the matchup. The worst things for me as a humans player to see is the Wormcoil Engine, because gaining 6 life just ruins my day. Or the Oblivion Stone to blow up my whatever I'm doing.
Now, you're leaving in those cases, you're still leaving in Reflector Mage, or it's not enough of a buyback or a payoff value there?
I'm probably trimming it. I'm probably changing it. I'm probably trimming it for my Deputy of Detentions, however many I might be playing.
Sure.
And
to that point, since this is our backup matchup, do we know if Mr. Miller is playing any deputies in his
He
sideboard?
does. He has 2 Deputy Detentions. He's also got 2 Damping Spheres, which I assume are in this matchup.
Excellent.
Because, yeah, if you can make your opponent play fair, you will kill them far faster than they get to 7. And I think he's got to go back. I think he missed on lands again. Now,
Kingsley's mulliganing, too. So our Tron player's taking a mulligan.
And they're both down to 5.
Yep.
That's interesting.
This favors Tron, right?
I don't know. With the mulligan rule, you might favor humans, because humans can be like, well, this would have been a terrible 7-card hand, but I'm going to ship these 2 extra lands down. Now I've got 2 lands and 3 dudes, and I'd keep that. Like, that's...
Okay.
I think humans actually mulligans very well here.
I ask because my experience with Tron mulligans is that it artfully mulligans to 4 and 3 without really flinching.
I think the hard part with Tron, though, is you end up having to make that terrible choice between, let's say, your fixing piece to find your third part of Tron and then your payoff card.
Sure.
That's the thing. Now, if you get an opening hand that just already has your 3 Tron pieces plus your Wormcoil and your Karn liberated, I mean, that's Magical Christmas Land. But I think the humans actually mulligans a little bit better here. He's got his 2 lands, so I'd probably keep this. Oh, he's definitely keeping. He's trying to figure out what he's sending back. I see Meddling Mage, Mantis Rider. I think that's Champ on the far left.
Yeah, that's Athalia's Lieutenant.
No, that's Athalia's Lieutenant. No 1-drop, but on 5 you can't be terribly picky.
Kingsley's got Tron, and I'm not sure he's got anything else.
Forest, he's got a Sphere. Yeah, he doesn't. He
doesn't have Tron.
He has a Karn though.
He's got Karn.
Karn is a payoff.
Yeah. He's going to have Tron, whether we like it or not. Unfortunately.
Yep. Well, there's the Deputy Detention out of the board. Okay, good.
That's promising. So what's the name here with your Meddling Mage?
You can do there's a lot of things.
In the blind, Corey wants to name.
Yeah, if I don't know what's in my opponent's hand, I think I would go with O-Stone because I'm trying to go fast. Although, having not seen any, like, Sylvan Scryings or anything like that. I could see choosing that. But
Kingsley aggressively redrawing his eggs here.
in the blind, I typically pick things that are going to wreck my day.
Sure.
So
Oh, Aether Vial's the top deck.
that's kind of awkward. That's fine. You just play out the other parts of your hand.
Yeah, he's got the Thalia's Lieutenant from here. And it looks like he's thinking over whether he runs out the Vial this turn and then has enough to double spell in a turn or two.
That's probably what he's going to go with. It's probably correct. It's a hard decision.
It doesn't feel good.
No.
You want to start pressuring life totals because if he's got Tron, you're
Oh,
in
he went
trouble.
with the Lieutenant.
Excellent.
In
Gonna go
for
to the
free.
dome.
I mean, you don't know that your opponent's just going to, naturally draw their Tron.
Right. He's redrawn twice, and this turn he's got a map. So
Oh, cracking. Dude, maybe he didn't have his Tron because he cracked the map first. Because if he had the Tron, you definitely play the Tron land,
yep.
then crack. But, so that's good. You got the time, effectively one more turn there for Corey.
Yeah. Very, very true.
Very true.
Very
Catching
true,
up on going to have Tron whether we like it or not. That is
That's
a
right.
quote.
Yes.
All right, follow-up turn, more Thalia's Lieutenant.
Now, double lieutenant here is pretty good. That's going to be a lot of damage coming across the table.
It minimizes what available outs Kingsley has. Now, again, we don't know what the card was on Meddling Mage because they're outside the room, and but
Yeah, but that's a stiff beating.
yeah, the Karn Liberated is probably not actually good enough here. It would eliminate the Meddling Mage, but it's still a time lock.
That's an Ugin. Feels bad, friends.
-2 kills your whole team.
Oh dear. Which
That
means
is-
the name was probably Oblivion Stone.
Probably Oblivion Stone. That's probably what I
Okay.
would have named.
Okay. Or All Is Dust.
There's also more copies of both of those cards than there are Ugins. Typically, there's only 2 Ugins in a deck.
Very true.
Yeah, and now he's got to rebuild. And his ancient Ziggurat doesn't even cast his Damping Sphere, which he drew. Yeah.
My whole heart goes out to our humans player. I am not a fan of the humans deck because I tend to be the one sitting across from it, and it tends to hurt my feelings a lot.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, exactly. But these situations where the thing you are doing is so demonstrably broken with perfect 5-color mana and creatures that are
Oh, that's kicking him while he's down to
Ooh.
reset your life total by 5.
big Thragtusk play there. Yeah, from here it's all over but the crying again. Yeah.
Yep, and pass. He drew a champ, but he's going to end step it because he doesn't want the...
They do always have it.
Oh, yeah, they always have it.
They always have
I've
it.
played against Tron enough. And this is, I'll admit it, this is usually what happens to me. It's not always Ugin, but, oh, there's Karn.
There's a great creator to shut off the Aether Vial. He'll go to his sideboard, grab a Mycosynth
Nope,
Lattice.
he
if
went
he
plus.
has it.
He went from 5 to 6
Did he
just to...
really?
Yep. Now you just tick up Ugin until they're dead. And swing until they're dead. The dead won't be long off, we know this.
No. It's 8 damage a turn.
Oh, yep, and Corey forgot about
Yeah. That's good on Kingsley to remind him.
yeah. I did not draw land. I think he drew Noble Hierarch. No.
Just trying to think of a way to get himself
I think
out
that
of
was Knight of Autumn that he drew, which doesn't help him here.
all of the trouble he's in here.
Yeah, that...
Extends the hand.
Yep.
That's a good round.
Yep.
Well, that's exciting.
Thrag Daddy comes to save the day for the villain of the story. Absolutely.
Thragtusk is the villain, friends.
Yep. I remember Standard with him. Every once in a while, he'll poke his head up in Legacy.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Every
we're
now and
back.
So yeah, we're back up front here.
So we got through our main match and our backup match.
Yeah.
That was a really good round. That
Yeah.
was a good round of Modern Magic. We got 5 full games of Magic.
5 full games of Magic.
4 full games of Magic. That
4.
was
No,
terrific.
4. Yeah, it was 2-0 and then 5 full because we saw 2 of those 3, I guess. So 4
Right.
games of Magic on stream here. So.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we've got about 15 minutes left in the round, plus a little time to roll over the round.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to take a break.
Yeah. Thanks
and then-
everybody again for joining us in chat. Thanks for watching the stream. And we'll see you back at the start of round 5.
All right, sounds
Thanks
good.
very much.